Sound off like you've got a pair, and welcome back to PFC Havok's Kerbal Space Program Career Missions. And in this episode, we are doing something very ambitious. We need to redeem ourselves. Our last episode, we couldn't drive the rover, well, Sally couldn't drive the rover, on Mun. We crashed it, we wrecked it, we tried to make it home, and now we're stuck in orbit. We're out of fuel, no monopropellant, no liquid fuel whatsoever. Our Mun lander is way out there. So we need to go and recover our crew from the Munlander. And I'm saying this is ambitious because the way we're going to do it, since we do not have a docking node on our Munlander at all, we are using our rescue capsule. No, our rescue pod. It's crewless. It's got a hitchhiker storage container on board, but it has something else that is going to assist us. We are going to attempt our very first rendezvous and use of the Klaw. We're going to use the advanced grabbing unit. We're going to see how that works. I've never used it before. Get our staging proper. I've never used the Klaw before. I don't know entirely how it operates. Target our lander. Set as our target. Got a good launch window too. Yeah, I've never used the grabbing unit before. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work out, but we're going to launch. We're going to rendezvous with the lander. Hopefully this has enough fuel to be able to either transfer fuel over or bring our lander back into suborbital so that we can return them in their own capsule. Not sure how this is going to go, but once we make our rendezvous after our launch, I will see you guys then. Hopefully this goes according to plan. Well, yeah, that's a little wonky-ish. Hopefully we can recover our vessel, stabilize it, and still make it to orbit. There we go. There we go. Yeah, little things that we have to cope with when flying with the Havok. So max throttle that, get rid of those, and watch them explode on our vessel. That's just awesome. No real damage done, but we are still airborne. That is all that matters. Interesting takeoff. Yeah, I will see you, as long as nothing else happens, I will see you when we are rendezvousing with our Munlander Mach 3 and rescuing our crew. Okay, we are back. We have a separation of 0.1 kilometers, relative speed of 8.7 meters, intersect, and 25 minutes. So we are going to get our Klaw ready. Let's get that Klaw ready. Let's arm that. We have plenty of liquid fuel left. We have plenty of monopropellant left. We can turn off all of that curb stuff. We don't need the mech jeb anymore. We're going to time warp there. I want to warp to a point where we can see our vessel. We're heading directly towards it, so it should be easy enough to spot. Let's angle ourselves down. There we go. Line it just perfectly up. Make sure that we still have good separation. Yep. Let's warp again, just a little bit closer. Warp there. Come on, give us something that we can see. I think that's it. Yep, that is it. Warp till we are closer. And then we're going to start doing our slow-ass maneuvers. We want to keep ourselves in line. There we go. Keep us heading directly towards it. Little warp warps. Little warps. Not too much, not too little. Slow ourselves down. Slow ourselves down. Keep ourselves on target. Slow, slow, slow. We want this as slow as humanly possible. There we go. Keep her lined up. And we're going to switch to the other vessel. You should be sticking your... There we go. Stick your butt towards them. Switch back to the other vessel. Keep ourselves lined up. Accelerate a little bit. We want to attach ourselves, if we can. If this works the way I think it does, we're going to attach ourselves to the very underside, so everything will be in line, and then we'll be able to use our probe here to power that into suborbital. Time warp a teeny bit. It's okay if we waste time. It's better to waste time than it is to mess things up. Time warp a bit. 0.6 meters a second is good. Coming in nice and slow. Looks like everything is lined up perfectly. Get a little bit closer, and then we're going to cut the time warp, and I will align everything. There we go, there we go, there we go. Excellent. Let's get our nose of our vessel actually pointing there. There we go. Oh, no, no, no. We need the other vessel turned around the other way. There we go. That's how we want it. That's how we want it to be coming in. That's better. So, let's line ourselves up. No, no, no. Back away, back away, back away. We were not lined up the way we wanted it to be. At all. So, let us control from there. And can we? No, we can't. Alright. We're going to power ourselves towards the target again. We don't want to be losing velocity. 2. Alright. Let's get this lined back up. There we go. Back in at 0.3 meters a second. Time warp some. This is a little bit more difficult than I anticipated. But that is okay. It will make our success even better. We're only using up monopropellant. That's not bad. Let's switch to our other vehicle. Why is this vehicle not responding now? Alright, that vehicle is not responding. What has happened? What has happened? We are getting no response from either vehicle whatsoever. We have got no controls. They're going right through each other. What has happened? What has happened? Yeah, our controls are completely locked up. Oh, we were under time warp. Holy cow. Wow, I am frickin' retarded. I'm absolutely fricking retarded. Tell you what, we will... How we ended up with time warp, I don't know. That was... Well, I feel a little mentally handicapped now. Let's line our rear end up just like that. Switch back to our other vessel. Get this lined up now. And no more time warp stupidness. Wow. Let's bring this in. Switch to our other vessel. Make sure it is lined up properly. I believe it's as best as we're going to get it. We have no RCS, so we can't adjust that any. And back to our other vessel. Keep this lined up as best as we can. Slow it down some. Slow it down some. Slow it down. That's good. Lined up. And if this works the way I wish it does, will we be grabbing hold and becoming one vessel? Are we? Yeah, we have rescued our crew. We are in a orbit. We've got to gently adjust this. Adjust this around to deorbit. And since we want this to be the most effective, we're gonna add a maneuver. Burn that down. Burn that down. There we go. Get rid of our periapsis. Get it. 8,000 is good enough. Adjust ourselves over to our node, but we don't want our vessel coming apart. Then we're going to time warp to our maneuver node. And I will see you as we are doing our descent. Alright, we have our descent now. We have got our Munlander Mach 3. Its periapsis is going to be 3,812 meters. Our rescue pod, has got a periapsis of 90,000, but it has plenty of fuel. There it goes, off into the distance. It has plenty of fuel so that we can burn that out of orbit and recover that vessel as well. So let us speed this process up. Warp away. This is going to be a heavy, heavy descent. I believe that we will be coming out of orbit. It better not, like, skip across the atmo. It better not skip across the atmo. If it skips across the atmo, I will be furious. Let's warp again some more. It looks like our other vessel will be leaving Kerbal, hitting a Mun encounter, orbiting around a bit, but that is fine. We can recover that vessel shortly after we recover this one. Continue our descent. Get rid of time warp. jettison all of that. Oh, yeah, it didn't jettison it. We can jettison it now. There we go. Retract our antenna. Have our crew capsule come back. We're at a lot of speed, 85,000 meters. A lot of speed we got to burn off. Let us hope that our ablator is a good ablator. Retrograde. We can use up our electricity to keep that. Munwin is a good pilot. He knows what he's doing. Sally doesn't know what she's doing when it comes to driving. We got something burning up, but hopefully that's our ablator. That's what it's there for. It's there to take the brunt of it. Yeah, we've got our bits and pieces burning up over there somewhere. Looks like we're going to be landing over the water. near our space center too. Awesome. That is hilarious. Near-ish our space center. Coming down, yeah. There's all of our bits and pieces over there exploding. We have come in extremely fast. But we survived, and that's all that counts. We can turn off our SAS. That doesn't matter anymore. Give it a minute for our chutes to be usable. Why is that not deployable? It's not safe. Oh, now it's safe. We can deploy that all that chutes. There's that lander bit. Now, we cannot go to Space Center yet because we are in flight. But once we have the ability to go to Space Center, or maybe we can just switch to the rescue pod now. Yeah, switch to. Yeah, cannot switch while in atmosphere. That's fine. Once we've got this completely brought down, we can go to our tracking center, switch to our rescue pod, and then bring our rescue pod down. Guess we're going to need bigger chutes for this one, because she is coming in rather quick. Ah, there we go. Full deploy. I was a little worried there, seeing how fast we were moving towards the surface. But I can deal with 10 to 11 meters a second. That's survivable. Let her come down. Splash down. Recover our vessel. We've achieved diddly squat for this. We did not do any of the science that we intended to do. Yeah, didn't get diddly squat. Go to our tracking center, go to our rescue pod, fly that, and bring our rescue pod home. So once we've got our rescue pod, yeah, let that burn. Let that burn. Kill our periapsis. Kill our apoapsis mostly. Actually, we'll just warp up to our apoapsis. We will kill off our periapsis. We will bring this home. Once it is on its descent, I will return. Alright, we are back, and it just dawned on me, we do not have any parachutes on our rescue pod. So it is a good thing that our grappler worked. disarm that, because we would be killing our Kerbals right now if that wasn't the case. So we're just going to enjoy riding this out and seeing what happens. There's not much else we can do. It's on a descent. Let's turn mech jab off. It's coming down whether we want it to or not, so we're just going to ride this baby out and see what happens. Things coming in hot. Let's see how much of this survives impact. Probably none of it. But that is okay. We will not be losing anybody. We've wasted money on it. That's for dang sure. But that's money that we can make back from doing other contracts. We will be redesigning our rover and going back to the Mun. We're going to make one that's a little bit more stable. Yeah, this thing's hitting the water really fast. There will be nothing to recover. Yep, nothing to recover. Oh well. But in our next video, we will have a redesigned Mun rover. We will be going back to the Mun with that rover. We're going to be putting it down as close as we possibly can to our contract sites, either one of them. We'll have a more stable rover. It will be easier to drive. And we will attempt to give Sally a second chance. Attempt. So, as always, this is PFC Havok saying happy flights, safe travels, and I am signing off.